What to do, Aereheads? Aere here, back for another video in our Learn to TA series, how to master technical analysis. If you are just finding us and this is the first video you've ever seen, if this is the first time you've ever seen my face, make sure you go to the description below, click on the series, the playlist series, start at video number 1. If you are a trader and you don't have a winning portfolio, if you don't have more money in your trading account than what you started with, you need to start at video number 1. It's going to make you a better trader, I promise you. In video number 1, we set expectations. Video number 2, we walk you through which indicators to start off with and how to work TradingView. Number 3, we talk about mastering liquidity, order books, bookmap. Number 4, it was Kingfisher, it was Agritrade, it was walking you through the delta, the perps, the CVD, the buckets. Then we talked about trend lines in video number 5, candlesticks, chart patterns. And video number 6, we kind of started putting stuff together, and we talked about finding entries, the EMA, the SMA, RSI, and a lot of other great information. We're going to take it a step further today. Today we're going to talk about how to find what coins, how to find coins that are going to move up or down, how to find plays, how to find a 10 or 100 times or 1,000 times coin. Everyone wants to find these elusive gems, right? So we're going to talk about it today. Got a lot of good tools that I'm going to show you and show you how to use today, but I promise you, start at video 1. You're not going to be disappointed. Let's just jump right into it. Smash that thumbs up button. It helps me out, new growing channel. Turn on notifications. And last but not least, if you want to join the Discord community, discord.gg/alpha-aere, let's just hop right into the video. So let's start off by setting some expectations, not necessarily on the 10 times, but on the 100 times and the 1,000 times coins, right? So it's just like winning big at the casino or winning the lottery. While occasionally some people hit the lottery, some people win $1 billion or millions of dollars or whatever, win $100,000 on a scratcher. That is not the norm. That is the exception, I should say, to the norm, right? The norm is you lose money when you're hunting for these 100 times or 1,000 times tokens. Now, what I always say is that is okay. You can have a certain percentage of your portfolio, albeit a very small percentage of your portfolio, in speculative assets. You should go into this. If you're hunting 1,000 times coins on Uniswap, go into it with a little bit of money with the expectation that this is your entertainment money for the week or the month, that you are going to lose this money. Maybe, just maybe, you'll hit the lottery, but I don't do it this way, and I don't expect or want you to do it this way either, but I understand the allure. I understand the allure to wanting to play the lottery. I get it. Just go into it knowing that you're probably not going to hit it. You're just not. Statistically, you're just not. Statistically, you're going to lose that money. So let's give you a little example. So here's me talking about Kaspa 10 months ago, right? There's me. And it was about 10 months. So November 7th of 2022. I can even go all the way back on this specific chart to show you, but it was about 30 cents when I started talking about it, maybe even a little less, but let's just say 30 cents. So if we go to 30 cents right there, and we bring it up to its recent high-ish, it's about 1,500% or 15 times, right? So 15, 20, 30 times. That is a little bit more realistic than like 100 times or 1,000 times. So 1,500% is huge. I mean, just imagine buying it down there and selling it at the top. That's huge. So now I'm just setting the stage for you guys now. So if you take the vast majority of a lot of these alts that I've been talking about now here, both on the channel and in Discord, past YouTube videos, you know, like Live Peer, for example, or Blizz, or Toncoin, or any of these, right? Sold recently a couple plays, 23% win rate, and even more. Let's take Rune, for example, I've been talking about for a while now. So if we go to Rune, right, I started talking about this when that cup and a handle, the initial cup and a handle started forming. So since then, it's ran up 50%. Huge. I started talking about cryptocurrency subreddit, Reddit Moons Coin, back in early July. Since then, it's up 500%. R broke out to my expectation. To the dot. Aptos broke out to my expectation. SHIB broke out to my CRV. Again, CAS, Roll Bitcoin. You guys know I've been talking about Roll Bitcoin now for a long time, right? And it's since I started talking about it, since, you know, I mean, really back down here, but since, you know, we've been even in this cup and a handle, let's just take it, right? 117%. And they don't all have to be that big, right? GMX, I said, look, we're getting a double bottom on it, right? And then what else am I saying? So, I mean, since then, it's went up 8%. But I said, watch out for this potential inverse cup and a handle to play out. CRV I called. I mean, I've called a lot on CRV lately. But, I mean, look, it's starting to break down the inverse cup and a handle. And all of these coins didn't just start me talking about with this most recent turn, right? With this most recent pattern. So how do I find these coins? So how do I find, I don't know how many cryptos there are right now. So according to Forbes, in March 15th of 2023, there was 22,932 cryptos. There's probably realistically a lot more than that. They're probably not even including, I don't know what they're including for, right? That's just what Coinmarketcap is reporting. But you take like Uniswap and a lot of the L2s and different ecosystems, it's considerably more than that. So how do you find the ones that are going to move? There are a handful of sites that I use, and I'm going to show you my strategy of how I do this, how I decipher, let's just call it 100K different various cryptos and tokens that are out there. I started posting them most in Discord. Again, I'm telling you, hop on in. I got a wealth of knowledge in here for you guys. Discord.gg/alpha-aere. Top of that, the first 100 active members who join are going to get a free lifetime subscription when I turn this thing and flip it into a paywall. But class TA up top here, coin research, right? I got most of them started, most of them listed, but I got a lot more too. A lot more goodies, a lot of goodies in here. But first one I want to talk about today is Lunarcrush. Lunarcrush is an amazing website. It's amazing even for the free version of it. So here you go, lunarcrush.com, cryptocurrencies. You can sort it by alt rank, percentage over 24 hours, percentage over an hour, percentage over 7 days, volume, circulating supply, market cap, etc., etc. So alt rank takes into a consideration of a lot of things, price movement, mentions on social media, which is huge for me personally. That is a huge. So here you can see HBAR, Fetch, Phala, SushiSwap, ApeCoin, Bakery Token, Uniswap, Frax, Rune, Thorchain, Floki. These are the tokens that people are talking about trading and has high volume. Huge volume over the last 24 hours, huge price movements over the last 24 hours. These are the coins that I'm TAing after I TA Bitcoin every single morning to look for plays in. Taking a look at Hedera, for example, which I did. I did a lot of these in today's video that I did. Not all of them, but some of them. Thor, for example. So these are coins that are trending. So that does not mean, here's the caveat. Doesn't mean HBAR is the number one trending and it's up 16% over the last 24 hours. Go long. That's not what that means. What that means is, hey, I need to figure out why HBAR is trending, why Fetch is trending, why Phala, SushiSwap, Ape, etc., etc. Why these coins are trending, and then you TA them. So this segues me, and we're going to come back to this, but this segues me into the next site that I use to dissect them even farther. So I want to know what the hell's going on with HBAR, right? Well, then I go over to Sanbase or app.santiment.net or sanbase.com. Again, these are all in Discord. They're easy for you. They're right there. So here you can actually dissect what is going on with that particular coin. So HBAR in the search bar up top, there it is. Let's look up as a trend. Here we go. And here's the social context around it. It'll give you an idea of why it is trending. So Hedera, visit, chat, information, price, community, pin, personnel, please, rules, right? So click on Hedera. You can see that it has just started skyrocketing as of the 15th of June. And look what happened on the 15th of June. The price started going up. Correlation between social media mentions, between top people talking about it, and the price. So the 15th of June, it started trending, the number one trend, right? Since then, it's up 50%. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? On top of that, if we go back to Sanbase's starter page and we just click on social trends right here, here are the trends. Here are the current trends, hourly trends, top 10 hourly trends in the past 24 hours. So you can see these are all the words that are trending. And here is the main word that is trending. So Malay. So you can click on this. The word Malay is trending recently due to the success of, this is the Argentine president, right? So this probably isn't going to have much to do with crypto. So pre-sales on Panda X. So pre-sale, why is it trending right now? So Panda X swap is pre-selling. They also mention what else is trending along with it, right? DEXT are trending before the pre-sale, BSC, Binance Chain, at Aereheads, DexView. So it can help you dig into it further. So you can also use Lunarcrush, and you can sort it by any of this stuff. Volume, market cap. Alt-rank is really my favorite because that takes and weight, gives weight to social media. I found the best luck with that. But also, another strategy would be figure out what tokens have pumped hard in the last 24 hours, right? So you can sort it by that. Now, this has all the coins, right? Coins that I'm not even going to touch, like Cats coins, micromines, peak. Some of this I don't even know. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what it is. I don't care what any of these coins are. From Ethereum on down, I don't care. I'm here to make money. But some of these you can get pretty dicey with these low liquidity coins, these Uniswap coins. You can get rugged. So that's why I like to sort by alt rank and then look at what's had these big 7-day moves, right? Let's have these big 24-hour moves, and then TAM, and how can I capitalize on them? Remember, if it's sunk hugely, you can look for things like double bottoms, support resistance, patterns, are we in a channel, and then make your decision based off that. So you can look for shorts and longs by sorting it by alt rank as well, and then kind of cruising through here, right? And you can see that. So 24 hours, over the last 24 hours, Aere chain was up 11%, it's now down 2%, right? 2.3% on Akash network, now down 3%. Up 4%, really it's down now, right? So does that make sense what I'm trying to say here? I hope it does. So another thing you can do, and that I do, is I use Coinmarketcap for that same reason. So let me try to explain this a little bit better, because Coinmarketcap is better for this scenario by sorting it by 24 hours, right? So H-bar is up 17% over 24 hours. So I'm thinking to myself, it's up huge. Is there a possibility for a short on H-bar because it is up so huge? Now, I'm not going to TA these coins. That's not the point here. But I would then TA it and see if there is a short opportunity. And we can do it the other way too, right? So we can hit that again, that 24 hour there, and we can see what has been down the most over the last 24 hours. So you can see here how this played out. So over the last 24 hours, XDC network was down 5%. Over the last hour, it's up 1.5%, right? It doesn't always work out that way. That's why you need to actually TA the coin. This is like setting off alerts to tell you to look into them further, right? So let's look at Bone Shiba swap, right? So let's pull up Bone. It's down over 7 days, 10%. That's because it had a huge run, right? So if we look up Bone USDT on MEXC, you can see it had a huge run, and now it's just kind of flopping out a little bit. But you then would TA the coin. And keep in mind, when you're TAing these coins like H-bar, and you think to yourself, it's up 9%, 19% in 7 days, 17% in 24 hours. So maybe there's maybe some profit taking and a short opportunity. And then you go over and you TA H-bar, and then you find out, no, this sucker's going to run some more. We're in a cup and a shoulder, shoulder, head and shoulders, or a cup and a handle, or whatever you see. You've done your thorough TA process. You figured out why it's been trending, and maybe you see, there's more upside here. But the point is to get in on and start trading coins that have the momentum behind it, one way or the other. Into the Block is another site that's kind of like Sentiment and Coinmarketcap combined a little bit, where you can sort it by, a lot of stuff, stable coins, you got Optimism, Ecosystem, Polygon, NFTs. This is a good site to kind of throw up there too. It can help you research it. You can, again, sort by price change. Boom. This one has all the coins on there. So You know, it gets a little dicey when you do that, but you can do it by 24 hours, 7-day, 30-day, 9-day, 1-day, year to date. You got to start playing around with this stuff. blockchaincenter.net/en/trending coins. Again, this is all in Discord, so you don't have to remember all this. Hop on in, grab it, check us out. But you can see what's currently trending on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, daily top winners, high trading volumes, and a lot more on this site too, right? Boom, trending coins right there. It's a Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Inu coin. Oh boy. Another good site is Masari.io. And this is very similar to all of these ones that we've been talking about, right? This is another good one for social scores, things like that. You can see the biggest price change. This one gives more weight to better tokens. This isn't going to have like Obama, Shiba Inu, Come Rocket, Mars, Doge, Elon, right? And see, here's the thing is those coins, they're fun. Toss 10, 20 bucks on it, maybe you'll 1,000 times your money, right? But it's not realistic. That's where you're going to make money. You'll notice a lot of these coins and things that I TA and that I TA in my alt channel, they're none of those. These are your blue chip coins that are having 500%, 100%, 50% runs all day long. All day long. You don't need to play the lottery, right? I mean, this is just regular old, hey, this is trending. What do I need to do? I TA it. I see that it's in a cup and a handle. I'm in the handle now. I missed the cup. I'm in the handle now. So I'm going to trade the channel, just like we talked about in all the previous videos, and catch that breakout. And pretty soon I'm up 100%. Or you do spot plays. You don't have to do leverage. If you suck at trading futures right now because you're new at this, don't. By all means, stop using leverage because you're just going to do spot plays. You can't lose, right? You can't get liquidated. You can't lose all your money. Granted, you can still make boneheaded moves and not know what you're doing, but at least you can't be liquidated. At least you're not just spinning your tires, spinning out, and pretty soon you give up, right? I've seen it 1,000 times. Do spot plays, right? Like Caspa or any of these other coins that I've called out. If you would have held on, you'd be at 1,500% right now, where if you would have, long, short, you might be out all your money. You might have bled your account dry because you couldn't have found a good entry. So you don't need to trade futures. You can do spot plays. So I'm just going to briefly walk you through my strategy on this real fast. Then we're going to kind of do a wrap up, final thought, some do's and some don'ts here for you. Probably the more important part of the video right now. So buckle up, pay attention. So first thing I do is I TA Bitcoin. You got to know which way Bitcoin is in order to know which way the market is going. Anytime I post like any of these TA stuff in Discord, right? Most of it on these altcoins, most of it is dependent on what Bitcoin does, right? So if I'm showing you, a flag or some kind of pattern on an altcoin, it's heavily, not always, there's some outside factors, but more often than not, it's dependent on what Bitcoin does. So you figured out Bitcoin's it's up, it's down, it's having a good day, it's having a bad day. We're in a bearish market, we're in a bullish market. You figure out the structure, you have a general idea of the market sentiment. Now's the fun part, to search through the alts to find the plays. The money's made in the alts. It's not necessarily made in Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin could move 1%, 2% in a day, and that's great. I'll take that all day long. I mean, if you know me, Bitcoin's my bread and butter. If you want to make the real money, it's going to be in altcoins. If Bitcoin moves 2%, alts could move 10%, 15, 20% in a day. Then I start looking. I like to see what are the big movers, what are the big gainers, right? So right now I'm already getting some flags, right? So I'm going to look into HBAR, CFX. I'm not going to look into Hex because that coin is just a shit show right now. RNDR, FX, Caspa. I'm going to see what's going on. I'm going to head on over to Lunarcrush. I'm going to see. All right, I'm going to sort it by alt rank. There we go. And I'm going to see what is going on. So I already know, right? Top 10 coins, top 20 coins, and I'll kind of flip through and see. And I'm just going to flip through them, right? And most of these, with the exception of a couple of them, are already on my watch list, right? So I'm just going to start flipping through alts, man. Like Brick, GMT, Ton, all these coins that are throwing flags, both on Crypto Panic, CryptoBubbles.net here. Again, this is all in Discord. Lunarcrush, right? And then I'm going to come over and I'm going to check in on what's trending on Twitter, in crypto Twitter, right? And we already kind of did that earlier, so we're not going to do it again, but it looks like FXBS. So I'm going to see what's going on there. It's mostly Panda X and then this presidential candidate, this pro-Bitcoin Argentina candidate. Some days it's going to be easier and harder than other days. Some days you'll have 6 things trending up here. Other days, 1 or 2 things trending. I'm going to check out cryptomarketcap.com. I'm going to see what coins are way up. I'm going to chart those. What coins are way down. I'm going to chart those. And when I say chart those, here's what I'm doing. So all I'm doing is briefly looking at them. I'm looking at them at the larger time frames, like the daily time frame, zooming in, and I'm trying to see, well, there's a channel right there on H-bar. It's a pretty damn tradable channel, right? Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, and it broke out to the top side, right? And I'm going to try to find my support and resistances. We're coming up against it right now. So I know to myself personally, we need to flip this. Until we flip that, I'm not taking a long on it. If anything, I'll be looking for a short on H-bar. I want to look for a short on H-bar. That's where I drill in farther. On the flip side, and I know some of you guys have seen me post this stuff in Discord, if we flip this to support, that's going to be bullish, and then we're going to end up higher. That's why I post this stuff in Discord, because if we do flip it, we're going up higher. If we don't flip it, guess what? That means we get rejected. We're coming back down. We're probably coming back down to the bottom of this channel, because we have been for a while now. That's why when I post stuff like this in Discord, they're just quick glances at this stuff. I haven't thoroughly spent an hour dissecting these. I don't do that till I enter into, or I'm going to enter into a trade. Even then, I probably don't spend an hour dissecting a coin. Bitcoin, I probably do a little bit longer or a little bit shorter on altcoins. So Bitcoin generally looked like it was going up today. So let's just pick one to show you what I'm talking about here. So Uniswap. Let's just take Uniswap here. Pull up Uniswap, right? What do I see at first glance? Well, I see an upward trend. This is a daily chart. So this is many, many days of an upward trend. You can kind of see, you can draw some trend lines here, right? Now, typically this type of channel like this breaks out to the downside. Not always, but typically, probability wise, it does. So that's what you should be thinking in the back of your mind. Now, today it's 5:00 p.m. I probably would have TA'd this earlier in the day and seen that, everything's kind of ticking up and up. So I would have probably taken a long based on that. And plus, based on the fact that we're at strong resistance here, we're coming up against the 21 moving average. Strong support, I should say. So it's a good place to take a long, because if it continues like it has been really since June, since the first part of June, we're looking at another possible upside potential over the next, several days of 15%, just based on previous history here. If you would have taken that long this morning, based on it trending, being like the, number 8 or 9 trend right now, it's got some strength behind it. It just does. And then you can dive in further. You can look at things like money flow. You can see it just continuously going up. VWAP's way is coming up. Everything looks good. Green dot, Stokes RSIs. We're well above now the simple moving average. So, it looks bullish. Possibility for a good long or a spot big hold potential on it. Just today, right? If you would have entered in this morning, you're going to be up 5%. That's huge. Do that every single day. At the end of the year, you're going to have a good year. Not only that, but who remembers the last video I did in this TA series, right? So all the simple moving averages, like on the 7-minute chart, crossed over last night, right? So if you would have done your TA and done all the stuff that I'm telling you to do, and you took this, right? You would be in the positive. It's just funny how this all ties together, right? So here's where they all crossed over to right now. That's 3%, right? And the upside potential, like we said, to the top of the channel, considerably more money. And look, this was just one generic example. Sometimes you won't see nothing. Move on to the next coin. There's a ton of coins on these lists. You're gonna find something in one of them, I promise you. And again, you don't have to trade futures. When I say long or short, you can do a 1x, right? 1x leverage short or a short ETF. You don't have to do a high leverage futures. You're going to make more money as a new trader not doing leverage plays. You do spot plays, I'm telling you. It really is that simple. It's just a matter of actually doing this stuff. Trading is not hard, right? As long as you do what you're supposed to do and do the work and properly research. Just like becoming a doctor is not hard. It's time consuming, right? You need to give 8 years of your life and a whole shitload of money to these colleges, but you can do it. right? You just got to show up every single day and put in the work. And it's the same way as any type of job. So Lunarcrush, I'm telling you, crypto bubbles I use too. All this stuff is in Discord, like I said. Figuring out look at HBAR, number 3 trending on Twitter right now. Look at that. That just happened. So it's trending right now. You know, does it go up more? Do we flip this to support? We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, you never really want a long resistance. You don't ever really want a short support. So move on to the next coin in this case, if you're not already in this play. So my wrap up, my final thoughts, some kind of do's and don'ts. First of all, you never blindly enter into a trade off of what anybody says. So when I post this stuff in Discord, while it seems like I'm right most of the time, you know, good job, Aere. If you take a trade blindly based off of what someone on Twitter says or what you heard on the cryptocurrency subreddit or what you saw in Discord, and you blindly took a trade and you lost that trade, that is your fault. Not that influencer's, not that person who posted its fault. That is your own fault. You're responsible for hitting that trade button. That means you're responsible for everything that happened before that and everything that happened after that. You need to TA these coins properly. When I throw a lot of this stuff up, they're usually just quick, oh, here's what I'm seeing, and this is what could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Granted, more often than not, I'm right. But I hope that makes sense. You're responsible for your own backtesting and TA. You need to learn this stuff yourself. So do your due diligence. I'm giving you all these tools, all the tools I'm putting into your hand, right? All this stuff, the coin research tools we're going over in this video, all the chart patterns, all the info and insights around liquidity, around the CVD and deltas, the chart patterns. And I'm doing a literal TA series for free from start to finish on how to do this stuff properly. Now, you're not going to just watch this TA series and watch this video and be an expert trader. You need to put in the work. You need to actually do what I'm telling you to do. Bookmark all these sites like I've been telling you. Clean up your bookmarks, put some folders up there, bookmark all this stuff in there so you can easily just right click it, open all, and you got it, right? Properly TA the coins. If you're entering in a trade and you didn't TA it, boy, I hope you lose all your money because you're doing it wrong. Don't forget Bitcoin. You TA Bitcoin first. Bitcoin leads the market. Whatever Bitcoin does, in most cases, 90% of the time is what altcoins do. Now, albeit usually, not since the beginning of the year, but usually Bitcoin can go up 2%. Alts are going to go harder, right? 5%, 6%, 7%. So alts react quicker and more violently than Bitcoin does. Don't forget the dollar, the DXY. Don't forget traditional finance markets. Don't forget the news. Don't forget the macro, the more economic side of it. Sometimes when you see a coin that had a 16% or a 21% run, could have been on a rumor, right? So there's the old saying, buy the rumor, sell the news. So what that means is a blockchain announces, or a coin or some protocol announces something coming in a not too far off distant future, maybe a month, maybe 2 months. The coin's going to shoot up and it might run up into that news. People sell on that day. They take profits, or the day before. So it's not a bad idea just to Google, right? Like ApeCoin. Like you want to dissect ApeCoin, throw ApeCoin crypto in Google, search it by news, Google News, just see, if maybe it was some kind of catalyst, a news catalyst pump. Like ApeCoin had a big dump off recently because of all the turmoil and bullshit going on in court and a lot of other stuff. But so don't forget the macroeconomic side of things and the news side of things when you're TAing these coins, because that is TA as well. Last but not least, be thorough in your technical analysis. Follow your plan. Like we said in the first video, you should be developing a trading plan now. Like, I will not enter into a trade unless, or I'm only going to do this if this happens. You need to follow that. Don't deviate from it. When you deviate from your trading plans is when you lose. The goal is to win here. The goal is to be able to better understand the market, to find these coins and these plays. And look, I do. Back test me. Go ahead and back test me. I'm going to tell you right now. Hop into Aere Alt TA and pull up some of these. More often than not, I'm right. And that's the thing is I'm not going to be right 100% of the time. Michael Berry, who does the big short the housing market, is not right all the time. These hedge fund managers, BlackRock, they're not batting 100 on their investments, right? But all these people, myself included, are right considerably more than you're wrong. And that's where we need to get everyone else, you guys too. That's my goal here. I'm not right all the time, and that's fine. I mean, I take losses. Don't think I don't. I take L's. I do, but I'm taking W's a lot more than I'm taking L's. So I hope this made sense. I hope I gave you some tools, some ways to maybe find some altcoin plays that you didn't know about before. Talking about sorting by the 24 hours, seeing what the big movers were, Lunarcrush, and finding what has momentum behind it. What are people talking about? I mean, this is how I find plays. This is how I'm a successful trader. Hopefully you can use it, add it to your toolkit to become a better trader as well. Also, if you have any gems you want to kind of toss out to me or any sites you use, drop them down below or hop in Discord and let me know. I'd love to be put onto something. That's part of the reason I started doing this, is to also learn from you guys. And I've picked up on a few sites from some of you guys, or even a few coins from you guys and a few plays. So I love it. Keep it up. That's it for today's video. Just kind of want to talk to you about how I find some alt plays and some altcoins. It's how I found Caspa and a lot of other coins way back when, DXY, when it started to have its big run up, and a lot of other coins too. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Thumbs up the video, helps us out. Like, comment, subscribe, and then hop in Discord. I'm going to push it out there one more time for you guys. Hop on in, give me a shot, and we'll see you guys next time.